Hi, Master Nunn here, and today we're taking a look at something that I got for Christmas. It's a little Chinese battery-operated pruning saw. Just says chainsaw on the side. Let's take a look. So in the box, of course, you've got the chainsaw, a owner's manual with instructions, an extra chain, that's pretty cool, and the tools you'd need to run this little guy. There's a standard screwdriver, the wrench for removing this cover, and then the bar can come off, and the blade tensioner, and a little file so you could possibly do a little sharpening. And it also comes with some gloves, which possibly are some cut resistant gloves. I'm not sure, and I'm definitely not going to put that to the test. As you can see in the intro, I'm all dressed up to go outside. Let's go see how this thing works. So this tree unfortunately is pretty much dead, so we can try this out, this little pruning saw. Okay, it bound up there, but not too bad. That's a pretty big branch. Well, I mean, it's an inch in diameter, I'd say. You're not going to use this to cut a tree down, but when it comes to pruning off branches, which I have to do at least twice a year, I've got a row of trees on my property that I have to prune the bottom branches so I can mow under. And this is pretty neat for that. That was probably a pretty big branch to cut with this, but let's see if we can cut a little bit more off this one. And really, these smaller branches is what this is for. Whoop. Actually, a little bit harder than the bigger branches, because they want to wiggle around. You're recording?
Yep.
So as you can see, if you're out further on the branch where it can move a lot, it wants to jump around and you got to steady it. But if you're up right towards tight against the branch, you cut it right off. After using it, I will say one thing, guys. I think the chain needs to be tightened a little bit. I never took any of this off. I didn't assemble it or anything. It just came like this in the box. I think you could just use just a little bit more tension on the chain. Definitely better than cutting by hand. I think it worked pretty good. Like the very little stuff, you'd either have to support it up here because it wants to flick around, which is just fine. And I mean, a couple of those were 2 to 3 inches in diameter that I cut, so more than you'd think of with just a tiny little pruning saw like this one, especially one that's just labeled chainsaw. I like it. We'll give a shout out to my mother. She gave this to me for Christmas. Sorry guys, I don't know where she found it. I wasn't going to be rude and ask that. It came with 2 of these 24-volt batteries. If they chinched out on something, I would say it's the battery charger. It's just a plug-in that plugs in right there. There's no battery indicator on the batteries or the saw. But for light pruning, I think it definitely does the job. There's also a little light on the side if you're going to be pruning trees at night. I probably won't be making use of that, but I don't know what you guys are up to at night. Thanks for watching. This is Master of None and our review of a little Chinese trimmer saw. You know, some of this Chinese electronic kind of, I don't know what you call it, generic tools have come a long way and they're pretty good, and this one works pretty good. Of course, it's not going to perform up to like a steel or something like that, but I'm going to use this thing, so make of it what you will. This is Master of None. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.